Thank you for tuning in the Kross TV Network. You already know that's Kross with a K. As y'all see, I'm doing something a little different this time. I did the intro first, went straight to the intro. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a little nice one for y'all. But again, thank you for tuning in the Kross TV Network. That's Kross with a K. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. That's been supportive since day one. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. Those that's tuning in for the first time. You know what I'm saying? I've just been here for a little while. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all and I love y'all too. And I just hope that y'all keep on, you know what I'm saying, following my content, you know, because the real is always here. The real is always going to prevail against fake and phony clowns. You know what I'm saying? So, with this being said, we just going to go right into it, right? We're going to go right into it, right? So now, I'm going to give y'all a little intro of this little video of what Top Dolla had did. Check this out right here. Check this little video out. Before I even get a video, let me explain what the video is. So, and who Top Dolla is for those that don't know, right? So, Top Dolla goes on 050 China's platform approximately 2 months ago, right? You see it right there, right? You see it, right? Okay. That video right there that I'm speaking about, that video was 2 months ago. In that video, he exposed a few things. He exposed like about three key things in there. He exposed the fact that he told on Dolla Brim, right? He also said that, yeah, nah, Dolla Brim told me himself, Mel Kross, you know, brought him home and that's his big homie and everything like that, whatever, right? And the third thing was when China asked him, well, you know about Kross, like what's up with Kross? And he said, well, I don't have no smut on his name or nothing like that, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So he basically let it be known that he told, I brought Dolla Brim home, and that I was official, solid, motherfucker, ain't got nothing to say bad on my name and everything, right? So let's just look at the clip real fast. Let's just look at the clip.
Know me? I'm Dolla Brim co-defendant. Know what I'm saying? In the federal case, he's the one who basically put my hat on me. Southport 2007. You know, that I'm here to like tell the truth. I hear a lot of people talk about his situations, but they don't really know what's going on. I've been with him in the streets, I've been with him in the state, and I damn sure been with him in the feds.
How many years you did in the feds?
I did 4 years fighting my case. I did 4 years fighting the case, but you know, being honest, I took the stand on him. You understand what I'm saying?
So you took a stand on Dolla Brim?
Yes, I took the stand on Dolla Brim.
And what was the reason for you taking the stand?
The reason for me taking the stand, first and foremost, when we caught our case in 2017, I was no longer Brim. I was no longer Blood. I was facing 20 years because of my criminal history. And basically, he made a call saying that all the hounds and everybody got to go to trial or they out the jet. From right there.
Listen, man, it don't even fucking matter if you still banging now or if you was fucking banging then, motherfucker. If you fucking was banging, you was in a fucking situation, you know what I'm saying, and you had some fucking situations going on and you banging, you know what I'm saying, whether you retire, you ain't fucking doing nothing no more anyway, nigga. You still held accountable for what you did. So just because you wasn't banging no more and all that, you decided to tell? Question. The shit that you was locked up for, did you do it? Those are the motherfucking questions that need to be found. What the fuck is he talking about? Yeah, nah, I wasn't banging no more. So therefore, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be getting locked up or be put up in nothing. These are fucking whole fucking clowns. Shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Your mom should have swallowed you. What that bozo really ain't saying is that while he was in his cell, when Live Brim was going to force him to go to trial and make him force and stand up for his own fucking case and his charges that he did, you know what I'm saying? He came up with this motherfucking song right here. This is the song that was going through his head. Check it out, y'all.
He said this fofo gon' shoot, and my nephew, he let it loose. They was passing at everything. I seen them busting at everything. Here go the bitches, press play, no not no more. He opened that door, I'ma snitch more, cause I ain't going to jail for you street name boy. He shot that boy over that toy. I ain't going to jail for you, for you, for you. I ain't going to jail for you, for you.
He ain't going to jail for you, for you, for you. He not going to jail for you. Hey, yo, man. Hey, yo, man. I know I'm a fool for that, man, but yo, man. These niggas need to be put in their fucking place, man. Just because a motherfucker didn't speak about the last video, don't think that you're going to sit here and talk about me. We not going to do that. Now we're going to finish talking about how this nigga was his dick ride and all that. Talk about how Mel Kross ain't got no smut on his name and none of that. We going to take a look at that real fast. I'm going to kill this nigga right here. I'm going to eat to this nigga.
And all that. That's Mel Kross. Mel Kross always been an outstanding individual from what I know. You know, I know he'll kill me if he catch me now, but no, I can't really speak nothing bad. He the one that brought La over. He brought La over in the Beacon approximately like 1998. I know this because La himself told me he was the big homie for Outlaw 20. You know, he was in burn for a long time. I can't really speak nothing bad about him other than, you know, him telling Lace to suck something and then they threw him on the wall for a little second. We all know the politics.
Yeah, facts.
Now we done seen the dick riding aspects of it, right? So now on the same video right here, I'm gonna show you in the comment section to what I said to him. And then ever since then, oh, Mel Kross don't put in no work. Mel Kross is this, Mel Kross is that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everything, he recants everything from this moment on. Once he's seen that, but I'm gonna just show it to y'all for y'all can see it for yourself. Now, anybody that know, this is from the comments from that video. As you see, it was 2 months ago. And I said, oh, I'm going to go crazy on this bozo. I know you Top Dollar, a.k.a. Mamiya Stone. You been a bozo. He was on the bad vibes of the Mad Stone, on the Mad Stone blood. Me and talking, know what I'm saying? You sitting here talking spicy. Let me tell you something. Let me give y'all a little backdraft for who don't know. Know what I'm saying? Because he just made a video, you know, this video right here, talking about why Lacey kicked me out the whip, right? That he talking about that in that same video, he said, you've been inactive. How Lacey would see you, how would Lacey would have seen you if he would have pulled up over there? This is what he was saying, right? Tell us a little clown something. And then I'm gonna give a lot of history in right now what I'm about to say, right? NYBBA was created because when OG Mac went home, they was gonna fade Lacey. They was gonna fade him. When I say they, I'm talking about the big homies. You know what I'm saying? Because even though OG Mac was the GF, you know what I'm saying, you had a high five and you had a low five. You know what I'm saying? Everything basically was structured between the low five and a high five. Mac was sanctioning a lot of things, but a lot of things that was going on and everything came from other OGs. Everything ain't just come from OG Mac. So when OG Mac went home and they started the council, they said, well, who we feel might oppose us. The people who they felt wasn't fit to have a to sit on the platform, to sit in a chair, you know what I'm saying, on the council, was Lacey. The reason for Lacey is because they were saying that he was a bug out. He didn't know how to read and write. Know what I'm saying? And then let's sit back and think about it. Motherfuckers over here always riding Lacey dick and all this, that, and the other, right? When Lacey went home, he never wrote a Brim. He never came to see a Brim. No Brim could call his phone. He never gave no Brim no money or nothing. Then when he came back in the system, he never wrote no Brim. He never did nothing. When he went up north, when he went upstate, his first spot, Shawangum, he was there 3 years. That's where he brought Ashine into Brim. Ashine was GKB. He brought Ashine in. And the only reason why Ashine turned Brim is because of motherfucking Moshe ended up turning Brim. You know what I'm saying? And they co-defendant, G Brim, was an original 5'9". So that's why they became Brim. And Lacey left for dirty urine. And when he left for dirty urine, where did he land? He landed upstate, right across from me. And who was I on a company with at the time? I was on a company in a box with motherfucking the Rat Top Dolla. He was going by them, Mamiya Stone. He was under Bad Vibes Hood. Know what I'm saying? Mad Stone Bloods. He was under that hood, under Bad Vibes. Know what I'm saying? He was a 2-star, 3-star under Bad Vibes. He wasn't even 5-star or OG or nothing. He was a 2-star, 1-star under Bloodstone Villain. At this time, on this same company, Matt Murder was on this company from Brooklyn. I had Death Before Dishonor. Know what I'm saying? He was there on the company. Know what I'm saying? Black O'Macko, who I made a video about, rest in peace, and who I did a video about all this situations that happened prior to this bozo making this video, what makes me make this video right here and respond and everything like that. And my video ain't really to basically really respond to him. It's to let the new viewers who don't know nothing about what happened or transpired, that might be hearing new things and might want to question certain things. So I'm just going to answer these things and give it to y'all. Because since the last time I even entertained somebody on a level where, you know, I'm ready to do something to a dude, or I'm going to address a dude, or whatever the case may be, it's been a few months ago. And since a few months ago when that happened, I have gained a few thousand more subscribers. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of people may not understand what was happening or what was going on, what's being said, or don't even know the backline about everything. So I'm giving it to y'all now. You know what I'm saying? So I was on upstate right across from Lacey. And I was fooled. I was labeled fool. I was labeled one of the top fools. Why was I fooled? Because I said, nah, nigga, I'm standing on business. Niggas ain't gonna be fucking trying to fade my big homie, talk about this about my big homie, talk about that about my big homie, and put somebody else in his place. We not jacking that. So we started NYBBA. Know what I'm saying? And motherfucker Outlaw 20, my hood, was the second hood under NYBBA. The first was East Homicide. Of course, 5'9" Brim being a mother, but then you had East Homicide was the first, and then the Outlaw 20 was number 2, was the second one. We built the foundation. If it wasn't for me and us or whatever, it would be no other hoods. It wouldn't have been the Brim Army and none of that. And motherfucker want to sit here and talk about inactive. I put my motherfucking life on the line. I wasn't no motherfucking box monster. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a fake ass PC shit. Want to be honest with you. Let's sit here and think about it. What type of leader is going to be in a box, catching tickets in a box, and you ain't here out on the field with the motherfucking troops? You ain't leading motherfuckers. You ain't giving motherfuckers direction. You ain't giving motherfuckers inspiration. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the homies that was coming in at those times, the early 2000s, the late 19, you know, 99 and 98 and all that. All those that was coming up was kids. We was kids ourselves at that time. We was very young at that time. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have some type of guidance and all that. And think about it. Dudes that be doing mad time in a box, And dudes be uncomfortable in the box and don't come out in the field. That's like some PC shit. You do your box time and you come back out. You don't gotta keep going to the fucking box, right? So check it. I've started Outlaw 20 in Clinton Correctional Facility in Dannemora in what? February of 2002. When there was a vanguard going against the Brim and the Stones, and they was talking about we was fool, and you gotta shoot every motherfucking Brim. 5'9" Brim was good. Anybody that was repping 5'9" Brim, they was good because 5'9" Brim is an original hood under the UBN, under the blood, you know what I'm saying, you know, nation right here on the East Coast, mainly in New York, you know what I'm saying? That was one of the original hoods. So when we branched off under that umbrella, they didn't recognize all the other branches, what they considered spin-off sets, like my hood, Outlaw 20, East Homicide. You had 9th Street. This is before Mac and this is before Hounds. This is before that. Right? All this is going on. I'm outside in the field with the ham on me, you know what I'm saying, at any time ready to go. It's only like maybe about fucking 5 outlaws with me. You have 5'9", some of the 5'9" stood with us. You have some of the 5'9" that stood on some UBN shit because they didn't want to get caught up and they was really like confused and they was disloyal and they was cowards. So they didn't stand with the hats. They stood with UBN. They stood with where it was felt it was comfortable at and everything and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I had neutral motherfuckers like my man Artie, you know what I'm saying, from the 3rd. You know what I'm saying? He originally from East Harlem and all that. You know what I'm saying? Artie, Stuttering Harlem. Stuttering Artie. You know what I'm saying? From 183rd also. You know what I'm saying? His family out there. You know what I'm saying? One of Monster Cody motherfucking comrades. Big Stag Ali. Yeah. Original 8-trade gangster, Monster Cody, one of his right-hand mans, Stag Ali, was up in motherfucking Clinton with me. That was my homeboy, and he was holding me down also. That was my little neutral team over there in motherfucking Clinton. And you had also Rat Hunter Sammy, Ballhead Sammy. You know what I'm saying? All them niggas was holding me down also. You know what I'm saying? When I started the Outlaw 20 movement, when niggas act like they was ready to move and we out in the yard ready to go, ready to get it in. And you talking about inactive, nigga, this is 02. You talking about you turned Brim in 07. And to keep it a fact, let's keep it a stat. You know what I'm saying? When we was on the gallery together, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was all saying that we was food and all that. So now, why years later, why would you want to turn hat under us? Why would you want to come under us and dick ride us and be up under us when we was food just a little while ago? You know what I'm saying? And if I was so inactive and I'm so this and I'm so that, when niggas was saying I was food and we was on the same company together, nigga, I was in the cell with a non-trade gangster, nigga. I was in the cell with Bambino. And I had that nigga go on the gate and say like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get into nothing with Mel in this cell. You know what I'm saying? Mel official, I know who Mel Kross is. That's the big homie, and I'm not doing nothing. If y'all saying I'm fool, then I'm fool. You know what I'm saying? But this is the big bro, and he's solid. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they gonna do, they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And no other blood wanted to come in the cell with me and handle any type of business and get at me. You ain't try to come in the cell with me. When y'all niggas was saying that we was fool for starting the Brim Army and all that shit with all that top dollar, you know what I'm saying? You fake gangster rat nigga, you know what I'm saying? You ain't try to come in the cell with me. You wasn't on the gate violating me. You ain't pull me down no visit so we could shake. You ain't do none of that. You ain't do none of that. When you was in Auburn and when you see me that one time, I think you was coming back from the mess hall. I think I was going to the yard or in the yard or I was doing something. And I just happened to see you and whatever. Next thing you know, you disappeared. You just disappeared. You vanished. Poof. Vamoose. So if I was all this and you was holding all his feelings and all his grudges, you tough ass, rat ass nigga, why you never shook out? Why you never popped off? Why you never stood on business? Why when you was in Auburn, why you packed it up? And then you gonna sit here and tell China and them on the 050 that I sent the hit on you. That I got you hit. That I sent the hit out on you. When I didn't send a hit out on you. I was gonna beat you my motherfucking self. So now, You want to make a video about me because I fucked with Blue Boy or whatever. Yeah, I fuck with gangsters. When I became Blood, we didn't have beef with Crips. I wasn't beefing with Crips. I didn't turn Blood to be beefing with Crips. We was beefing with Latin King. We was beefing with Nieta. We was beefing with La Familias. Like I said, 8 Trey Gangster Crip. From California, from LA, nigga. Monster Cody, one of Monster Cody man, Stagger Lee, OG Stagger Lee, held me down. Sammy, Rat Hunter Sammy, that had the whole situation in Clinton, was holding me down. My son Artie was there holding me down, kept me out the box, kept me from jumping out and stabbing mad motherfuckers because the tension was so motherfucking thick in there. Every time I came out in that motherfucking yard, the motherfucking tension was thick. And I made sure I came out every rec period. And none of you niggas, when I was fool or when niggas allegedly talking about we was fool and I was around you, you ain't do nothing. But now you want to make videos, you want to violate, you want to do this, that, and the other. Let me tell y'all something, man. This is for the youth, right? So the dude, Top Dolla, he turns Bloodhound Brim, right? Under live Brim. My drop, the one I, made hat and all that, which I know about already, right? He's doing what niggas and gangs do. He made a let the hammer off, maybe. I never knew Top Dolla of cutting or doing anything. He was just a little big mouth kid that was in a box like a couple of cells next to me. And my boy Fat Sinatra that was in his cell, that was his bunkie, the nigga that he brought home, his little homie, was beating his ass in that motherfucking cell for keep running his motherfucking mouth, banging his motherfucking head up that motherfucker on that motherfucking floor. Maybe that's the reason he got motherfucking dragged. For every time when I drag him, when I see his ass, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna pull all them shits out. And that's on everything I love. When I see Top Dolla, because the difference between Top Dolla and a lot of other these dudes that be trying to clown and troll people on these social media platforms and everything, is that Top Dolla's somewhere in New York City, and I think he's in the Bronx, somewhere around Longwood area. Know what I'm saying? And this is one of the reasons why I want his YouTube channel to blow. I want him to blow because it's a price with celebrity. And what I mean by that is this. After I did that Queen Flip interview a couple of years ago with me, CK, and all of us, and then I came back and did my solo interview, and I used to be out, and I'd be outside in the streets and everything, I'd be moving around, whatever. People know who I am. People recognize me. And they'd be like, yo, Mel Kross, yo, what's up? Boom, 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 boom. And in my mind, I'm like, damn, man. Good thing, like, but even though I'm always solid, up and ready, but, you know what I'm saying? Just like, damn, it's a good thing that, I be up here speaking that real shit and I'm not no troll or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers see you. The bigger your channel get, the more subscribers you get. Like right now, I'm on my way to 16,000 subscribers. That means that's 16,000 people that know my face and know how I look. These 16,000 people is spread out everywhere. So the bigger my channel goes, the more people's going to be able to recognize me and identify me. So now, when you got a dude like Top Dolla, right, who turned Bloodhound Brim in 07, he says, in that video, right, which is 5 years after NYBBA started, when we was in the turmoil, when they created, UBN created a Vanguard. A Vanguard was a set of shooters from the UBN that was mission was, every time you see a brim or stone or whatever, is on site. Right? So the plan was for us, in order for us to survive in population, in order for NYBBA to thrive, one of the things we had to do is we had an alliance with the Stones, because the Stones was the first ones to go independent. The Stones was the first ones. Before Ty Guns went to the feds, Ty Guns went independent. He started 3 nations. He started ABSVN, which was Bloodstone Villains, which at that time, you know what I'm saying, was basically the face of Stone. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why they lost the face of being Stone is a whole nother issue, right? Then you had Warrior Clan, which was Mandu. And you had East Stone Villain Nation, which was Shaquille. That was our alliance. So the Vanguard was to shoot all brimstones and non-UBN sets. So we formed an alliance. So now when I come out the box in 03 and when I land in Auburn, it's up. Yeah, it's up. Motherfuckers laid the laws down. Niggas put the laws down. Know what I'm saying? The format and the carpet was rolled out because when I got there, it was Outlaw 20s already there. Doing things that laid the roadmap down for me. You know what I'm saying? But now, we're going to ask ourselves this. Because when I was in Auburn, I'm going to tell you all the people that was in Auburn when I was in Auburn. You had La Brim. You had Eli. You had Disco. You had Wayno. You had Gangsta Wano. You had Valentine Wayno with the dreads. The other Wayno I was talking about, he had Gangland. He had Gangland. With Benji was there. You had Baldy, Hannibal, Big Hat, he was there. G Brim was there. Soul B was there. Shern the Worm was there. Tuffy was there. So many names, and I know people gonna be mad that I ain't mention their name, and I apologize, but it ain't about, I can't name everybody, but I'm just telling people the magnitude and the caliber of people that came through Auburn when I was there. Now, all those people, I don't think not one of them left because they shot something. Not one. And I say that respectfully because everybody that I mentioned was worthy to be mentioned. Because remember, before I even said that, I said the caliber of the individuals that I just named, not one of them left for being shot. And I'm not saying that they ain't shoot nothing before or after or whatever, or they don't got movies or they never put in work. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that was specifically when I was in Auburn, to answer this bozo what he said about me not being inactive in Auburn. I don't know what that means. Because not one OG or one G that I just said, that I named right now, left because they shot somebody. Not one. And then you sit there and you look about an OG. I got locked up for putting in work. I got 20 years in prison for putting in work. While I was on the island, I caught 5 more jail cases for putting in work for the set. I was the only Brim that was 101 of the island. The only Brim to ever be 101 of the island. Meaning that I controlled and had the word of all of UBN on Rikers Island and in New York City streets. It was given to me from OG Matt and the other OGs from up top where MK went home. It was left to me. When I went up north, within 2 years, I had a set that was earned. A role as a leader role, you're supposed to lead. You're supposed to guide. You're supposed to inspire. You're supposed to influence. You're supposed to push whatever motive your set has for being in existence. My set, we was the ones, us and East Homicides, and the Brims that stood firm, and the 5-9 Brim that stood firm with the Army, because all of them didn't stood firm with the Army. They chose whatever side, whatever they felt was safe and depending on whatever jail they went. And then you sit here and talk about Pee Wee was fighting for his life. This person was fighting for his life, and that person was fighting for his life while you was in Auburn doing this, that, and the other. First of all, you bitch ass nigga. When a nigga hit me in Comstock, the brims that was around, some of them, Elevator, who's currently still in the feds, that Star Brim co-defendant, he turned hat behind that. He popped off. Jesse James, AJ, from Harlem, he popped off. Inch Brim, forgot where Inch from, Lil Inch, he popped off. Pee Wee and them didn't pop off. But was I mad for Pee Wee not popping off? He wasn't supposed to. When you got other people that's around that's supposed to handle that business. The other jails pop off or raise up, and now it was a war between us and the Trinidadios because the Trinidadios attacked me and everything. No, it wasn't an all-out war. It was a business, something that I handled, it was handled, and then we moved on for that. Same situation with we, and you making this video about why we and all this, that, and the other, whatever it came to. You don't even know what really happened with we and all that other shit. Because the shit what really happened with we is the shit that happened in motherfucking El Mara with the Max. And I never opposed we. That's why a lot of you dudes that y'all be making y'all content, that's why a lot of y'all dudes, I don't even watch y'all videos. I don't fuck with y'all. I don't really even like some of that like y'all niggas on the streams, because most of y'all channels is about talking about other niggas. You don't got no life to talk about your own experiences and things that y'all went through. Every video y'all making about somebody else. Somebody else's life, somebody else's story, and you sitting down getting views. So now your views is up and you got 1,000 subscribers, you got a million watch minutes and everything. So now you monetize. So now you're getting a couple of dollars, you know what I'm saying, depending on how much you do everything monthly, depending on how much you get. So now you're getting a couple of dollars talking about everybody else and their story. They can tell their own fucking story. They don't need nobody else telling their fucking story. Know what I'm saying? And most of y'all content niggas, that's what I see y'all niggas do. Oh, I remember when the blood war happened with here. I remember, is you blood? Was you ever blood? Was that your beef? All right, you might have been in prison, you might have known about it, but why the fuck is you speaking about it? You wasn't speaking about it in there around them niggas. Cause they'd have blew your motherfucking mouth out off. Now it's certain you got a voice. So now back to Top Dollar. So now he told on La Brim on charges and situations that he did on his own. He knew everything that what he did was wrong. You know everything you was doing. You're a grown ass man, right? You tough, you built like that, right? Niggas get shot every day, right? You be alright, right? But you told. You folded like a motherfucking beach chair and you told. So now you come home, your telling ass, and now you want to create a YouTube channel. In your YouTube channel, your content is about other people, mainly the person you snitched on. Now you want to troll him. Now you want to mock him. Now you want to sit here and blame him for everything that you did as a man, but you knew the consequences of what the fuck you was doing. And you chose to do it anyway. And when you got caught, you folded like a motherfucking beach chair. And you told. Now your master splinter ass want to run around here in New York City and moonwalk and hide behind trees and everything to make it to and from wherever the fuck you going. You want to troll real motherfuckers and talk and make videos about motherfuckers to get a little couple of dollars and think that shit is cool. And you want to follow these other motherfuckers until a motherfucker run into you and catch you out here in these streets. You work somewhere around there. You work there, right? Eventually you're gonna get what you get. Eventually. Straight like that. Motherfucker ain't gonna troll me. Nigga ain't gonna do none of that to me. Straight like that. The last video you made about me, whatever, talking about Blue Boy and this, that, and the other, and me loving Crips and all that shit, whatever, whatever, I ain't even say nothing about it. And you know what? Shout out to the Santanas, man, over there in Compton, man. You know what I'm saying? They fuck with me heavy. I got multiple invites to come out to Compton to their hood. They know my background. They know my story. They've been following me. They've been supporting me. Damn near every video I make with content in it, and they see it. They always comment in it. Send me a shout out. Let me know to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Let me know that they riding with me. And I'm talking about Santana Block Compton Crips, nigga. That's what I'm talking about, in Compton. If I ain't mistaken, the only motherfucking Crip set on Rosecrans. So you don't know your history about a lot of things. You don't know your history, man. Know what I'm saying? So I think I did a lot. You know what I'm saying? To you know, prove that this clown ass nigga. But you know, listen, check this out, right? Check this out. How about this, man? Being that you got so much mouth and you saying that I was inactive and you know what I'm saying, you trying to paint this little picture, whatever. How about me and you meet up and put it on social media, and so and social media, your fans and my social media family, you know what I'm saying, can see me whoop your ass. How about that? How about trying to meet up with me and stop doing all this video shit because you in New York, we can see each other. Or matter of fact, interview me in person, ask me these questions and all this shit in person. Ask me this shit in person. You out here, right? So I'm in the Bronx, I'm in these streets, I'm outside every fucking day. I'm out here in these streets. I'm outside, I'm out here in these streets. Being that you want to talk so much. Put your motherfucking money and put your hands in all that with your mouth, where your mouth is. You know what I'm saying? Link up when we try to do an interview with me, Top Dollar. Let's get to that. Let's make a video. Let's do that. Let's make a video together. Let's link up somewhere. No, your motherfucking heart just dropped just hearing me say that, you fucking coward. Yo, thanks for tuning to the Kross TV Network. You already know that's Kross with a K. Hold up, did I finish saying what I was saying? Oh, no, I just wanted to make a point. The point with me kept emphasizing about his story about when he told on Live Brim, right, is that you told to come home. Live a law-abiding citizen life. Don't put yourself in a situation again where you go back to jail. Because then they're going to put your lights out, or you're going to be a working informant. Like your boy Kai Reality, who you hashtagged in your video, what you saying, explaining why, your version of why Lacey allegedly kicked me out the motherfucking whip, which nobody kicked me out the motherfucking whip, because nobody even did shit to me, and my motherfucker over to death. I chose to do what the fuck I want to do. And then the crazy, you know, so you chose to make it, get a second chance out here and live a law-abiding citizen life. But instead, you want to be famous. You miss your old lifestyle. You miss some of the things you was doing. So you bored. You ain't got nothing to do. You broke. You ain't got nothing to do. So you trying to find a way to redeem yourself. So now you want to come on platform and make a platform, and now you want to sit here and point out all the wrongs that you felt Live Brim did, and you want to blame him for something that you knew that you was doing was wrong and knew the consequences and chose to do it anyway. Instead of enjoying your life, because remember you said he fell back, he wasn't involved no more, he was going to work, he was doing this and other. Now instead of falling back and living your life, you want to talk about niggas like you built like that. You's a bitch, you been a bitch, you always in a bitch, and you a bitch now. And I see when I fuck you up, I'm also bitch smack you. Now you want to bring problems to yourself when the only thing you had to do was mind your motherfucking business and live your motherfucking life. Because I mind my motherfucking business. All my motherfucking content is about me, or is related to me in some type of way where I feel I need to share it with my YouTube family and to educate the youth. And even some of the older ones that may not view things the way I view things, and I share it, and then, you know, it impacts their life some type of way. And that's what my content is about, and that's what it's always been about. And to some of you clown ass niggas, you know what I'm saying, decide to make videos about me and try to troll and do this just to get views, because you know every time you use my name, your number's gonna always go up. And then you sit here and talk about Lacey, and you glorifying Lacey, a person that never did shit for Brim, but just held the title and caused chaos. Just think about it. What work did Lacey ever put in? He might have smacked a couple of Brims in Comstock. He had motherfucking Brims paying him in Comstock. And that's how some of these niggas got hoods, like the 59th Street shooters. What type of shit is that? You shooting 5'9" Brims? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Harvard Park, 6 Deuce Harvard, in those hoods. Then you fading hoods like Ferg Hood because they not out there paying you. But you ain't do shit for nobody. And while you was in Compton, like I said, you was opposing and you was pressing them motherfucking Brims. You ain't do shit for them Brims. You never did nothing for none of us. Them other videos, I sugarcoated shit. I ain't got to sugarcoat shit now, and I stand on it. And if anybody feels some type of way, you know what I'm saying, I'm outside. And niggas can see me and feel any type of way. They could jump or whatever. I'm outside. So I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Them other videos I've been making, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been modest about a lot of shit, been respectful about a lot of shit. But cowards like Top Dolla that be out here making videos now when you a known fucking rat and all that shit, you trying to troll niggas, and you think I'm gonna stay quiet? You can talk about them other niggas gonna stay quiet. I'm not staying quiet. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that, and I've been like that. Think with that being said, man, thanks for tuning in to Kross TV Network. That's Kross with a K. 1.